What if I told you that the most legendary places in human history, cities of gold, paradises of eternal youth, and halls of the gods might not just be myths? Today we dive into 5 of the world's most mysterious legendary places. For centuries, explorers risked everything to find El Dorado, the city said to be paved with gold. But here's the truth. El Dorado wasn't originally a city. It was a man. A tribal chief in Colombia who covered himself in gold dust and dove into a sacred lake as an offering to the gods. Spanish chronicler Gonzalo Fernández de Oviedo wrote of this ritual in the early 1500s, describing how the Golden One, El Dorado, was born. But as the story spread, it twisted. First from a man to a king, then to an entire kingdom, and finally into a golden empire beyond imagination. Conquistadors searched endlessly, believing mountains of gold were hidden in the Amazon. Many died, their bones swallowed by the jungle. Shocking truth? Archaeologists have uncovered advanced ancient cities in the Amazon with evidence of wealth and trade networks, exactly what Orellana described in 1541. Today, El Dorado is more than just a myth. It's a metaphor, a symbol of humanity's hunger for more wealth, more power, more glory. A dream so bright it blinds those who chase it. In 1933, James Hilton's novel Lost Horizon introduced the world to Shangri-La, a hidden utopia in the Himalayas where people never aged and lived in perfect harmony. But the roots of this legend go deeper, to Tibetan and Buddhist myths of Shambhala, a secret kingdom of wisdom and enlightenment. Explorers in the 20th century searched for it in Tibet, Nepal, and even Western China. Shocking truth? Satellite imagery has revealed entire hidden valleys and ruins high in the Himalayas, areas so isolated they could have inspired legends of a hidden paradise. Some Tibetan monks still insist Shambhala is real but accessible only to the pure of heart. Shangri-La has become more than a myth. It's a symbol, a vision of what humanity longs for: peace, health, and harmony. It represents not just a place on a map, but a dream of the world we wish we could build. Next, Avalon from Arthurian legend was said to be the magical island where King Arthur's sword, Excalibur, was forged, and where the wounded king was taken after his final battle to be healed. Some say he still sleeps there, waiting to return in Britain's darkest hour. Scholars believe Avalon may have been inspired by the Isle of Glastonbury in England, a place long shrouded in mist and mystery. In fact, medieval monks even claim to have found Arthur's grave there in the 12th century. Shocking truth? Glastonbury is built on an island once surrounded by marshland, and legends of a hidden otherworld realm overlap eerily with ancient Celtic myths. Could Avalon have been a memory of a real sacred site? Was Avalon real, or just a dream of Britain's past greatness? Perhaps Avalon is not just an island, but an idea that heroes never truly die. They only wait to return. Imagine a hall so vast its roof was made of golden shields, where endless feasts filled long tables, and the greatest warriors drank mead as they prepared for the final battle of the world. This was Valhalla. In Norse mythology, Valhalla is the Great Hall of Odin, where warriors who die in battle feast endlessly, waiting for Ragnarok, the end of the world. It sounds like pure myth, but here's where it gets interesting. Archaeologists have found burial mounds across Scandinavia filled with weapons, feasting gear, and even sacrificed animals, suggesting the Vikings truly believed they were preparing for an afterlife of eternal battle and glory. Shocking truth? Some historians argue that Valhalla may not just be spiritual, but symbolic of real warrior lodges, elite halls where Viking champions gathered, fought, and feasted, living as if they were already in Odin's hall. Valhalla may never be found on a map, but its spirit lived in every Viking who raised a sword, sang a battle song, and believed they were already feasting with Odin. Lastly, a perfect garden, a place without suffering, hunger, or death. The very beginning of humanity itself. The most famous paradise of all, the Garden of Eden. Described in the Bible as the place where Adam and Eve lived before the fall, its location has been debated for centuries. Some point to Mesopotamia, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers flow. Others suggest it was in Armenia, Africa, or even under the Persian Gulf, now submerged by rising waters after the Ice Age. Shocking truth. Archaeologists have found evidence of ancient lush regions that could fit the description, including a submerged green paradise under the Gulf, where early human settlements once thrived. Was Eden a metaphor or a real place destroyed by rising seas? Whether Eden was a metaphor for innocence or a real place lost to rising seas, its story remains humanity's deepest longing, to return to a world unbroken, untouched, and pure. Perhaps Eden is not lost at all. Perhaps it lives on in our memory and in our hope for paradise restored. From golden kings diving into sacred lakes, to monks guarding hidden valleys of eternal youth, to sleeping kings and warrior halls, these legendary places capture humanity's deepest dreams of immortality, wealth, glory, and paradise. And while many dismiss them as pure myth, archaeology and history reveal something shocking. These stories often spring from fragments of truth. Maybe the legends of El Dorado, Shangri-La, Avalon, Valhalla, and Eden aren't just about where we came from, but where we still hope to go. Which lost world would you choose? El Dorado, Shangri-La, Avalon, Valhalla, or Eden? Comment below, hit like if you love mysteries, and subscribe for more legends brought to life.